Father Martin Badenhorst, who is HOD of Theology at St. Augustine, said that there is a Winter Theological Week happening here at the Jesuit Institute, and it's dealing with all the aspects of life that we are committed to and feel connected with. Reconciliation, hope, justice, working with the people who live on the margins and who are peripheralized, people who are experiencing the oppression of the colonial project, and working towards decoloniality within the global South.
I was very excited, not only about the topic, but the speaker coming from Latin America, because if you think about it, our liberation theology and our experiences are so similar that we enrich each other, so I was very excited.
And Carlos, who led this year's encounter, is a brother Dominican, so there was a double attraction. Other than the content itself around reconciliation and discovering God as the forgiving victim.
This is my first time attending Winter Living Theology. I've heard a series on video in the past, but this has been my first lived experience of the series. Firstly, thanks to the Jesuit Institute of South Africa office for offering me the opportunity to attend, and I also felt that it was a crucial series to attend, especially as it speaks about hope and healing, which I think in the country that we live in, we have our own past traumas to deal with as a country, as a nation, and also in our communities and the families that we live in as well. It's quite a critical topic for us to dive into and to get tools as to how to navigate hope and healing in those areas.
I think what I took out in the whole thing is experiencing God's love. We always speak of God's love, but I don't think we fully comprehend it. If we take that thing of reconciling ourselves and being the forgiving victims, we are sort of pouring out that love God is pouring. Like, I think it's in that kind of aspect that we are people who need to be serving others. I think if we had that mentality, we'd have a more peaceful world.
The speaker is coming from Latin America, and as he was sharing, particularly on what it means to be a human being and how human beings are isolated from each other, I started to think about the richness of Africa in Ubuntu, that when we have and we draw from our own wilds of Ubuntu, those divisions amongst people really do not exist, because your humanity is tied up in my humanity, and that we, even as Africans, have something to offer the world.
I have been invited to think differently and to think inclusively, to see that when we are working with people who live and experience oppression and live on the margins, it's to hear their narratives, to help people come out with their own narratives and define the world in the way that they see it, and they can become heroes, and they are heroes.
So often theology can be something that just happens in the head, and this draws out the consequences for a life lived together in community and encourages us to examine ourselves as to how we both facilitate community and also affect community in negative ways, so that the forgiveness can grow and the likeness of God within us as community can grow.
What does it mean to be a Christian, a follower of Jesus in this world, in this context, in need of hope, in need of healing, in need of answers to the suffering that we witness daily?